Hey everybody, welcome to the tutorial that's in-depth for the drum part on Your Love Awakens Me. Again, this song is at 101 BPM or 202 if you want to get to like more of an eighth note style click at this fast of a tempo. Guys, there's a lot to this, so I'm going to try to dive in a way that's real simple to dissect and understand, and then we're going to put all the individual parts together in the play along for you. If you're looking for like a more hacked way to do it, jump over just to the overview, and there's some nuanced ways to simplify the groove. Really complex song, and the Phil Wickham recorded version, produced by Pete Kipley, has really complex combinations of programming and organic drum elements. So what we've tried to create for you is a combination of the programmed elements and the organic elements in the recorded version that are combined into like one organic drum part. So this is for advanced guys, and hopefully you have a good time learning these grooves. Here is what we call the channel, or the intro and musical themes in the songs, and this is how it rolls. 16th notes on the hi-hat, and then you're gonna go from a backbeat on the snare to your toms, and there's no 4 on the floor on the kick, okay? So here's the pattern. I'm going to break it down slow. For me, when I'm learning a groove, it's helpful just to learn it at a slower pace once I know all the parts. That's your intros and channels. You'll give a cymbal going into the verses, and then it goes 4 on the floor, and there's some like tom stabs in verse 1. Here's the pattern. The cool thing is you can kind of make up something that feels like that. You don't have to play that exact thing, but that's kind of like around the syncopation of what your verse 1 needs in this song. When it gets to the pre-chorus, it gets a little crazy. You could technically just keep that going if you wanted to, but if you want to learn something that's a little tougher to chew on, it goes like this. Boy, I'll tell you, that one beat me up for a while. All right, let's try it again. 2, 3, 4. So, just breaking it down slowly. You can rewind that as many times as you need. It took me a while to dissect it as well. Now let's go to the chorus. I'm just throwing these all at you. So don't feel weird if it's hard to catch, because believe me, when I was in the studio recording this, it took me like an hour and a half. So don't even feel bad, okay? All right, here's your chorus. This one's kind of cool because you go to straight 8s on the hats and kind of a hybrid of 4 on the floor and a groove, and then there's some cool cymbal stabs that kind of sweep back and forth on the stereo field. So basic groove, the basic groove is not super hard. What makes it sound fancy is all the cymbals that are washing out throughout the stereo field. So once again, I'll play it for you, just kind of in depth. All right, cool. Now the pattern to the bridge, virtually the same as the chorus, only you're gonna take it over to the ride cymbal instead of on the open hi-hats. So we won't worry about that one. The next kind of crazy part is the down chorus that happens before the final chorus. It's right after the bridge. This one's kind of tricky, but I'll show you the basic thesis to it, and you can adapt it for your own style. Basically, it's like this dun, 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 kind of a Caribbean vibe. And then you're going to replace the rack tom with the snare halfway through, and then it gets a little more complex. I'll try it again. I sort of botched that just a little bit, but you can roll with me. It's hard to play. I'm not going to break that down slow. Just rewind it all the times. I'm telling you, this one's a hard one. But that's the vibe. Basically, you just kind of want to add some subdivision to your toms, and you're kind of slowly building it. If you can't get that down, the truth of the matter is, you could just keep four on the floor and just go. You could just kind of do that till the cows come home, and it wouldn't have to like have those increasingly intense elements. And then you get to the end, and you're back to the outro. The chorus is either on the hats or the ride, depending on what you and your worship leader want to do. The fun part about the song is the outro. There was a song similar to this, I think called Alive by Hillsong, that also had like a drum outro thing. And it's a lot of fun to do. So it's kind of a moment to shine and totally go Psalm 150 on the church with praising the Lord with the sound of the rattling toms. So what you want to do on that one is go back to the verse groove, right? So it's a little tricky to go out of the chorus back to the verse, but it's just essentially your first verse groove. It's real simple. It's just mostly the thing that you're adding is to the end of that phrase. I'm going to put it all together for you in the play along. I said this in the initial overview, but we do the play along first. So I'm like super sweaty still from the play along. So come and sweat with me, play the drums with me, and let's put all these parts together. I'll see you there.